haven't seen this video yet.
Every 24 hours, we're to drop $10,000 out of a plane for you guys. There's $10,000.
They're doing pretty cool shit. Why is the quality so bad?
Bro, this is crazy. Bro, we're gonna be so rich by
Okay.
the end of this video. And on top of that money, this is your flare gun. Oh. Be careful. Shoot it up in the air. The challenge ends for the both of you. And you walk away with the money you've won.
How long should we stay out?
10K.
6 million.
5K.
Crazy.
All right, the plan is officially a year. We're gonna split this in two. You get this.
Yes.
I get this.
Now we can't screw each other over.
But later in this video,
That's true.
that plan doesn't exactly work.
All right, I feel bad, but I need to steal that flare gun. I just gotta shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again.
If you fire that flare, I literally think I'm gonna kill you. Well, buddy, you ready to get rich?
Absolutely.
By day 3, you could say the boys were pretty tired
right.
of sleeping on
That's
the
right.
ground. So after another 10 grand, they started work
I'm
on
just saying,
building
I
their
would
shelter.
just-
Gonna use my
Destroy this.
jacket to gather pine needles and layer them on the shelter.
All right, I found this metal piece from a kid's swing set, and I think it's gonna work great for the roof of our shelter.
Alright,
Layer
not bad,
one
not
on. Boom! Here's a section that we're working on.
Is that
You see
loud?
it's got some structural poles. We get to
I'll lay
use the
Finley into
parachutes
our-
and the
ready.
cord, so we're gonna make a rain cover on our
ready.
shelter.
Everyone
Yeah.
thinks probably that I'll be the reason we leave and fail this challenge.
But this money would mean college for the kids.
And then on day 4, they started looking for a water source.
Oh, there's a swamp.
I would feel safe boiling that.
Yeah, we gotta be careful because that stuff is full of bacteria and parasites.
Really big on the editing, eh?
Ooh, just a touch of the swamp.
All right, we're going to bed.
Hopefully, Grizz snuggles up because it's cold and he's big and warm.
This is like the third day in a row that we've
They
got
know
2
each other?
hours
Are
of
they
sleep.
friends?
It's been so cold. If it rains,
Wait, are we
right
already
now-
in the video? I thought we were still in like the intro. Like he was just introing what was going on. Hold on, I'm gonna change the title. Yeah? I'm tripping. I thought someone was knocking on my door. Boom, there's your title. I hate the sob stories. In
Oh, we have to go to the
me
hospital.
too.
But I'd do it for $10,000.
And it wasn't just the freezing temperatures that were getting to them.
We're at the end of our supplies. Grizz likes to call it a fast, which sounds so much nicer than starving.
And for the next few days, the hunger problem didn't get any easier.
Are they,
had,
so this is the video. I thought we were still in the intro, bro. He moves so fast.
Little square
now.
of beef jerky this morning, that's it. Jimmy gave us 5 days worth of food, and it's day 9 right now. These are greenbrier leaves.
You're
Grizz says they're
hunting?
edible, I guess.
It was clear by this point that the boys were extremely hungry. But lucky for them, I had a surprise waiting for them on day 10. They've officially survived 10 days. Here's your briefcase.
So wouldn't they be at
And don't leave.
$10,000?
This is where the
I miss my wife. Shut up. I'm sure they'll be happy you got a shit ton of money and take your wife on a date, buy the kids a toy.
challenge gets interesting. Bring in the helicopter.
I mean, I get it.
I'm nervous, dude.
This is when I was a month out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that I'm excited
missed
about.
out.
Uh-huh.
To celebrate day 10, we have your first offer. I can tell you guys are tired of eating leaves. So I brought you guys an additional 10 days worth of food, spices, 2 tarps, and
How much does it
everything
cost?
you would need to fish. All of this for $50,000
Ooh.
of your prize money. You want some beef jerky? Yes. Don't eat it yet.
Oh.
These beans look good.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, coffee.
We're gonna give you space. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
He's not kidding. Like, this is
Okay, so hear me out. This is gonna be crazy. I think this is actually worth it. 50K. That's huge. Like that's half your money. That's 5 days for free. Like you've just gone for free. But the amount of extra time you're gonna get with the fishing gear is crazy, right? Like that's dinner. That's dinner, lunch, everything, and you have spices and shit, so you can make it taste good. Plus 10 extra days of food. So for 5 days, you get the 5 days back worth of food, and then another 5 days, and then infinite days because you have fishing supplies.
$50,000.
50 grand.
They don't take
Oh,
the steal.
tools and shit?
They're kind of stupid. 10 days worth of food
Chris is getting
means they
more and
make
more
100 grand, and they only have to pay 50 grand for it. I'm doing them a favor.
Should we talk to him now?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All
I'd
right,
do it.
Jimmy. If you
100%.
make a decision in the next 60 seconds, I'll throw in 2 feasible bars.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, you said
Yeah,
59
yeah,
more
smart,
seconds,
smart,
but okay.
smart.
Here, I'll put that in the pile of food. Thank you for the 50 grand.
Or I don't know. Maybe I would try and fucking just raw dog it.
And
I mean, but the fact that they got 10 days in without getting some source of food is actually crazy, and that shows zero survival instinct. If you're already 10 days in and up until now you haven't even bothered with food, and you've just been like eating all the rations you've got, you're ridiculous. like day one would have been like setting up shelter in a fire, and then if I had, depending on what time I get there, let's say I get there in the morning, day one's shelter and fire before lunch, and then by lunch I'll use the food that I've got, and then I'm securing a way to catch fish and shit.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy the food.
Depends what's
by
there.
the way, you also get the crate with it. Thank you.
Oh, they got all that crate. That's pretty good.
Thanks, Jimmy.
It was definitely a deal we had to say yes
Crate's huge, dude.
to, but that week
It's like rope and shit on that.
food literally cost as much as my
That is
kids'
a
college
10. Where did they get a 10 from?
tuition.
I remember my first amateur fight, and there's my
Always
opponent,
heard about them,
and he's
how much
ready to do his.
I don't know. It's a bit of a mixed match on whether that's worth it or not. I would have seen. I mean, I guess I don't know what they've been doing, but if it has got 9 days and I haven't been able to secure myself at least a method of getting food, not necessarily getting the food, but a method, then yeah, I'd probably buy that shit.
Bro, I still can't believe it every time this money falls out of the sky.
The food from the crate will feed them for 10 days. But if they were to survive out here for a year,
All right, the plan is officially a year.
they'll still need to find more food in the wilderness.
So some
Way
of
off
you
a
may be
year.
wondering,
Why have they not?
They think they're gonna survive a year. 10 days and they already flopped on fucking getting extra food and supplies. You're not going a year.
Not caught fish. Well, the swamp nearby has no fish in it. What we really need is a moving water that we can fish in.
And while Hayes was rambling on about his kids,
And my 2-year-old doesn't sleep very well either, so
this happened.
I think being a dad. What is this?
I'm sorry, if you have a 2-year-old, why are you entering a Mr. Beast challenge where it's like, the longer you stay there, the better? You should be looking after that child. That is your kid.
This is a creek. This is not a swamp. This is actually moving water. There's fish in here. Dude, look at this. It's like a dock.
this is the perfect place for food and shelter.
And after another few days full of a surprise freezing rainstorm,
At least now we have $100,000.
they decided to move and upgrade their shelter near their newfound water source.
I mean, these guys must have some survival experience because this camp is not amateur at all. So these aren't random dudes. Good morning, Grizz. They've done camping.
How are you always up earlier?
We're gathering up a bunch of dead trees we
I know, like they're like, oh, it's my newborn child. I'm gonna go enter.
can use for our
Sounds
structure.
like your fault.
And then we balance them together into an A-frame shape and cut the trees to the right length. Oh,
Okay, maybe they are
I'm
amateurs.
sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm glad I broke your fall.
Sorry.
All right, so maybe they had a bit of a false start. But once they got the structure back up, they spent the entire next day putting their finishing touches on their shelter. They even built a fishing dock to help them catch more
Okay.
food.
Dock's done,
Pleasantly surprised.
and now all we gotta do is catch a fish,
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
right?
And as good as this was, without sleeping bags, the winter night was still unforgiving.
On a really cold night. Cold toes, cold feet. No sleeping bag.
So I think I knew what my next offer was. It's day 20 and they moved super deep in the woods, so now we have to get there by boat.
Do you hear that sound in the distance?
I wouldn't have thought of the dock.
that a
I mean, I
boat?
might
Any
have.
minute
Got
now when we
nothing
find
else to
them,
do.
I've got a fun offer for them. How's it going, boys?
Hey guys, what's going on?
2 things. First, the plane needed maintenance, so I'm delivering this by hand.
Hey, all
There's your
right.
$10,000, which puts you guys at $140,000. And
So
second, we have an offer for you. Reveal your offer. Just gotta take it off. Here it is.
Oh.
You can either give me $10,000 for that red sleeping bag, or give me $50,000 and you get both sleeping bags.
What?
5 times the amount for both.
If you do 50k for 2 sleeping bags, you are an idiot. If you do 10k for the first sleeping bag, you're a retard. I'm sorry. Just fucking find a way to warm up.
Oh man.
Can I take it out?
Yeah, we should look at it.
Yeah, check them out.
Hang on, I just gotta do this.
These are the same sleeping bags we used in Antarctica. They work very well. Here's the weather forecast. It's gonna get pretty cold next week, so.
How cold is that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I highly recommend you at least buy one.
When we started this thing out, we were
I
in the
guess, I mean,
20s.
one isn't so bad, I guess. And you'd have to share it, obviously, like unzip it and share it. But yeah, I wouldn't buy 2.
Without
2 is ridiculous.
anything.
If they
We've
buy 2,
adapted
they're
to it. We
so cooked. What a waste of time. 5 days just so they can
be-
sleep comfortable.
bedding, we have pine straw. We're doing pretty well in these low temperatures. I would love to have a sleeping bag, but $50,000 is.
I sleep closer to Grizz than I do my wife, so I'm not even kidding.
Bro, what? What a weird thing to say. What a
You're
weird
actually
thing
gonna say no to
say.
both?
It's a really cold night. No sleeping bag.
Yeah, so I think it's final. We don't want it.
Yeah, agreed.
Wow, not even a single sleeping bag. All right, boys, close
All
it
right,
up.
all right.
Sure,
That's pretty valid. That's pretty fucking valid. You gotta give them that.
the boys could survive without sleeping
valid.
bags, but that didn't solve their food problem. In between sitting out rainy days, the boys got into a bit of a routine where they would boil water, work on their shelter, and try to catch fish, which wasn't really working out for them.
We got some guts for bait.
They don't know how to
We're gonna
fucking
cast them
fish.
out. Then
Hold on. Okay, as a
This isn't
fisherman,
really-
I'm a big fish. I've fished ever since. I
Really
was
working out
3
for
years
them.
old, my
we got
bad.
some guts.
That bait is way too big for that fucking hook. What do you think you're gonna catch with that, mate? He's got a hook this big, right? Fuck, how do you hook this big, right? That's supposed to go on the fish's mouth. And he's got a piece of bait like this fucking big. What are you doing? And you guys watch this. I haven't seen this vid, Sam. This is my first time watching it. I'm banging on the wall. What the fuck?
Guts for bait. We're gonna cast them out, and hopefully the fish come up off the bottom of the creek.
Day after day of failing to catch any fish,
Let's go check the lines, see if any catfish are on.
they finally caught a wind in their sails.
Yeah, that's how you want to do it.
Grizz!
Or
just wanna leave
whatever
it out
that
there.
abomination of Mother Nature was.
I'm sorry.
is
you have
that?
To, eel.
Can I eat it?
First fish, it's an eel, and I think I'm gonna charcoal grill it. We're gonna have ourselves some American-style unagi.
This is the first thing that we've caught out here in 27 days, which is insane. We're happy to have it, and we're gonna make it delicious.
27 days it took them to catch a fish is actually gross.
I don't know if this is what I would call delicious, but the fact that they haven't had a fresh meal in almost 30 days means even a rock would taste good to them at this point.
It's excellent.
It's so good. It's just like amazingly good.
If we keep catching fish like this, we can easily stay for a year, bro.
Dude, yeah, $3.6 million.
Good night! And on day 28, they started constructing their raised bed system in their new shelter.
So it's gonna be 2 tripods, 1,
That's a
2,
shit shelter.
side rails going down, slats across, and then a nice pine needle mattress made out of parachutes.
And after seeing their new shelter become more and more comfortable, I was starting to get worried that I was gonna have to pay these guys millions of dollars.
The only regret that I have, they're not bunk beds.
That's honestly an L.
They were betting everything on their new shelter being right next to this creek, but that may have been a huge mistake because they couldn't catch another eel to save their lives.
Snapped it.
Fucking
At this
rookies.
point, I've spent more time in the wilderness than I have with my newborn son.
That is why you should not be in the competition. What do you mean you spend more time in the wilderness than with your newborn son? Are you saying your newborn son was born less than 29 days before you started this challenge? That is insane. I'm sorry. You're a bad person. That's what you are. You're a bad person. Like, really? You can go get money when, like, later. Enter another Mr. Beast challenge when he's, like, grown up. Like, why are you missing out on your newborn child? Yeah, imagine his son grows up and watches this. He's like, holy shit, my dad's cooked. What do you mean you spent more time in the wild than with your newborn son?
I also have a 2-year-old
what
with
the
my
fuck
wife
idiot.
alone. How do you explain?
Nah, if I was
Sometimes
his
I need to
wife, I'd be
paraphrase.
pissed.
It's easy to make your
Babe,
life
I
clearer.
need to go on the Mr. Beast
Explain to a
challenge.
2-year-old.
I swear. Maybe they're making it up. Maybe it's like a made-up thing because it gets more views.
That daddy's gonna be gone, and he won't talk to you, and he won't call you, and he won't see you.
That is so sad. Having to say that to your 2-year-old because your dad wants to go win some money. Oh my god. Dad, he won't see you. He won't call you. He doesn't care for you. All right, he's gone. He's off making that bag.
Say they were making us an offer. What would be something that you would actually buy?
We spend a lot of time out here trying to get firewood. You know, having firewood dropped off would be really nice. I'd probably pay $10,000 for that.
We are literally in the middle of the forest. I couldn't tell you where we are anymore. All right. How's it going, boys?
Doing great, man. How are you?
As a reward for surviving an entire month, I brought you a store.
Okay.
You see, we come through all of your vlog footage and we wrote down everything you've asked for, such as firewood, a shovel, cooking supplies, bedding, and even books and board games. It's like a dollar store, but everything costs 10 grand. This is your store?
Feel free to shop.
We've won 240 grand. Might as well check it out.
What are these? Those are mosquito nets. Oh, we'll use parachutes. We don't need those. All right, what about the hammocks?
I like the hammocks, but you know, we haven't tried making them out of parachutes yet.
All right, Grizz, answer this. What could you not make out of parachutes?
A lot.
All right, well, do you guys want the firewood?
How much wood?
That's the wood you get.
If it came with unlimited wood, I would buy it.
I offered them literally everything they could possibly need here, and they still weren't interested. I was beginning to think these two were
That's pathetic. Why would you offer that much firewood? Make it at least like 2 or 3 days. That's like 1 day, maybe 1.5 days of firewood.
secretly Navy SEALs or something. Are you guys gonna buy literally anything? You make 10 grand a day. What's another 10 grand?
I gotta say no.
All right.
Alright, yeah, that's valid. Like, all that stuff's pretty shit. The only thing I'd want is like a rifle or something so I can go
In a
hunting.
million years, would
don't know where
not
they are,
have
I don't
thought they would say no to everything. Next time,
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna convince you
you
to
gave them like the shittest choices.
spend money.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. See you, Jimmy.
There he goes.
In his tank.
Stop right here. I have a special surprise for all of you. Nolan, what does this look like?
A lot of phones.
1,000 phones to be exact. Because over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24. I literally
That's right, I
spent
don't want
over
a
$1 million on these phones, and I'm giving them away to you. All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe. It's literally free. I just want you to know I appreciate everything you guys have been doing for the channel. It means the world to me. Subscribe.
He must have just needed like tax write-off.
Win one of these phones, let's go. And so they continue without any of the tools for my offer. But go figure, for the next few days, they weren't able to catch
I can't
any
watch
fish.
this guy fish, bro. He's so bad.
And even though the money kept coming, they were running out of food and time to catch it quickly.
I am on the last belt loop. I think that we have maybe 2 days worth of food left.
That's not good. Without a boat, this creek is not productive.
That's
We
not
gotta
true.
go
That's not true. You're shit.
to that river. If I can get to that river and the fishing is good, that'll turn all this around.
And with their rations running dangerously low, their only hope at getting food was to travel through the swamp to the river on the other side in hopes of catching some fish.
It's risky wasting all these calories, but I have to do it if we're gonna make it any further.
But after a grueling hike, Hayes finally found what he was looking for.
Oh my God. Woo! Look at that.
Do they know the layout? They must know the layout, right? Because, like, if they know the layout, they know there's a river there, which they do. Why would you not just go? I'd go to the river immediately.
The river! Is that not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? Woo-hoo-hoo!
Finding this river is probably the difference between us making our goal and us tapping out early.
Fortunately, he had a secret weapon.
Grizz and I made our own fishing pole, and this is
It took you 40 days. Sorry. It was like 10 days in, so it took them 29 days, a full month, to finally make a fishing pole. They had a month of fishing supplies, and it took them 29 days to make a fishing pole. That is insane.
just gonna make
dude.
catching fish easy.
With Hayes' makeshift fishing pole immediately
I have a theory. This has to be scripted, right? Because, like, half of me is like, okay, these guys seem to know what they're doing. Look at their camp. It's, like, well structured. They got, like, stuff tied together properly. They got, like, windshields for the fire and everything. Like, you have to know what you're doing to build this shit, right? And the next second, I see him holding the flimsiest stick I have ever seen, trying to catch fish with it. He can't even cast it. What did he think was going to happen when a fish grabbed onto it? Fuck me.
breaking, he was going to have to use his hands, and he spent hours trying
Go
and
on.
failing.
Oh no!
And if he couldn't catch any fish without him immediately dropping them, the calories burned coming here would have been for nothing. But just when he was ready to give up,
This one's gonna be it.
Ah! Yeah! Holy moly! Yes, I told you it was that one! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Grab the
and the
fish.
luck didn't
Grab the
stop
fish.
there.
I cannot wait to bring this back to Grizz. He's gonna be so stoked. We're eating tonight.
Hey! All right, that's awesome.
Feels like this is our first real food in ages.
But in the meantime, I was preparing an offer
Could that have been scripted? I don't know.
that I
Maybe not.
know they couldn't
Maybe not
refuse.
sure.
It's day 40. They've made a
Yeah, I mean, if they picked me without experience, they would not have made it 40 days. But, like, I don't know. Their experience seems really weirdly, like, separated between different skills. Like, they seem to be acing, like, woodwork and, like, tying shit together and making shelters. Then it comes to fishing, and this guy knows next to nothing. It's weird.
Over $1/3 million.
And then somehow somehow catches 3 fish out of it.
And I have an incredibly special offer for them. For $10,000, and I think you're really gonna like this, you both can see your wives. In fact, they're watching right now. Oh my God, are you serious?
For the child.
Oh, man.
I can't let down my kid.
I know, I can't let down my wife.
How much? 10K, yeah. That I'd probably do that one, to be honest. Like, if I had a wife and children, 10K is not bad to see your family.
It's me, it's Daddy.
Oh my God.
It's your dad that abandoned you for $400,000.
I smell so bad. Oh.
As
I'd
nice
probably
as
do
it
this
was
one, to
to
be
see
honest.
their families, the visit was also bittersweet because there's one big question on everyone's mind.
How long do you want us to stay?
I want you home now. Like,
She's pissed. She is pissed.
I do.
I know you want me home, but do you need me home?
That's wild. Yes, she needs you home. She has a 2-year-old and a newborn child. She could not need you more than ever. Like, she is raising 2 children, young children alone. She could not need a husband more than right now. Oh
Yes,
my
she
God.
needs you. Yes, you need to bond with your son. I don't care what the other guy says.
But babe, the bag. The bag is insane.
You've made enough money. I need you home.
That conversation was so difficult for me. Even so, yesterday was a really good day. It had all of the things that I love. It had my family, my wife, my kids, my...
I mean, one guy's smart. He doesn't have children. This guy's stupid.
Isn't a leader strong enough to unite it?
New House of the Dragon, now streaming on Binge.
But honestly, far out, man. Yeah, but honestly, like, it's stupid. But I think they chose him because he had kids. You know, I feel like there's a lot going on in the background here, because otherwise he probably would stay out there for like 2 months. Like,
huge gift.
Like, imagine if Mr. Beast chose 2, like, not necessarily hardcore, but they know how to survive in the wild, like, to some extent, like these guys, that just had no one waiting for them at home. He'd probably lose all his money.
They're gone now.
They'd stay out there forever.
To hold her and know that she was safe, it really has changed the way that I'm viewing this entire challenge. Knowing I have my wife's support, I want to stay until I have $1 million.
And after some
See, he
much
gets
needed
it.
family time, Hayes and Grizz were much happier than I'd ever seen them.
Hayes and Grizz. Ambush!
Let's smoke some fish. Look at that. This is perfect.
Even
I
when
would
something
not have thought
happened
that.
that would have totally drained them before.
400,000.
By now, they didn't even seem to mind.
It looks like someone had a gender reveal, and the gender was just money.
Even though their spirits were
I'd love
high,
to
there was
find
still a
some
problem they
stuff.
needed to solve.
Have you guys, has any of you here, I guess just Rince because you're from America, have you ever tried to enter a Mr. Beast competition?
In order to get to the
I
river
don't get the charm. Oh, no, he does fly people out. I
to
guess.
fish, they would first need to trudge through this giant swamp. But if they had a boat, they would easily be able to float down the creek to the river.
I am
Get off on the
building
boat.
a boat. The idea
Okay,
is to create a
building a
frame
boat.
with sticks and then attach our tarp so the whole thing can float.
Not feeling super confident
No,
in
you shouldn't
the
be.
boat build.
If we can get down to fish without having to tromp through a whole swamp, it's worth the risk. Time for the first sea trial
Why do you want to know everyone's gender sense? Don't be easy.
of my beautiful ship.
Here he goes.
You don't need to know everyone's gender. Damn, that works.
And this was pretty ironic, considering the offer I was about to bring them. It's day 50. Let's see how they're doing.
You should enter for a Mr. Beast challenge. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should be staying on top of that.
Bro, you guys have a village now. Wait, are you serious? You built a boat?
Yeah, man.
You're telling me this thing can actually float?
You want to try it?
Yeah, I don't... Oh my gosh, it actually works. He built a freaking boat in the woods. All right, now that I'm aware of that, this changes a lot of things. It's actually insane that you two built a boat yesterday because I brought the 2 of you a boat. You guys have gotten your meals. Your day 50 offer is for 50 grand. You can have this boat.
We don't have a motor. We don't have any way to get this thing around.
So you just use sticks.
Oh, Lord, I don't know.
Since you weirdly built the boat the day before, I'll give you a...
If they buy this, I am going to lose my shit. First off, Second off, what are you gonna do with this behemoth?
Discount. We'll make it $40,000.
Do you know how hard that is gonna be to navigate through the fucking rainforest?
My answer is I love the ship I made. I trust it with my life. So I'm gonna leave it up to Grizz.
For $40,000, I'm gonna pass on the boat.
Okay.
Yes! I'll get in Hayes' death trap instead.
If they bought that, I would have just lost it on the spot.
If that sinks and you have to quit, I tried.
We appreciate the food. That was lovely. Bye, Jimmy.
I'll see you next time.
So this ship saved us $40,000.
Still a death trap.
Hey.
Man, when we first started this thing, it was in the
That
dead
cannot be
winter.
quicker than
Remember
walking,
how cold
though.
it was?
Yeah, now everything is so nice and warm.
And spring was now in full bloom, and they were looking pretty comfortable.
There's a lot of flowers here. I can't say that I mind it.
What is today, 51?
I don't know. I lost track.
I hear an airplane coming in.
Where?
Oh, he's coming straight at us.
This briefcase puts us at $440,000.
Dude, you know what I'm just thinking here? He's probably, the amount of money he's probably spent on just that airplane is crazy.
Time to build the Hayes and Grizzle love seat.
They're not cheap.
80% of what we're sitting on here is going straight to my business.
This case.
No, I don't want
Valid.
Katie to work 24-hour shifts anymore. This money's gonna do so much for her and our family.
But while the warmer weather was nice, it presented new problems like snakes
Don't want to get bit by that.
and rats.
Get out of here!
Every night.
Oh my God!
And it wasn't long until the lack of sleep started to make them irritable.
Looks like Hayes is struggling to get over here. Hayes, do you need my help?
What does it look like? You want to paddle upriver into the wind?
Hayes, why don't you go get those fishing lines fixed?
You know what? You shut your
I
mouth when
love
you're
when I
talking to
stub
me.
my toe when you look at my screen. That's crazy.
Can you check those lines while you're over there?
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know, just asking.
Thank you for telling me to do what I'm already doing once again.
That's scripted.
Very angry.
Keep in mind, at this point, Hayes and Grizz were very close friends. But Hayes had
okay,
reached
so
the
they are
end of
close
his
friends.
rope, and the
I don't
jokes
like
just
Hayes. Can I just put it that way? I don't like Hayes at all. I like Grizz, or what? Grizz.
weren't hitting the same anymore.
Grizz's idea about how this would unwind is not working, obviously, because it's a stupid idea.
Hayes, I'm sorry, buddy. I did not know I was actually pissing you off. I did not know that you were actually upset.
Yeah, we like Grizz.
It's all right.
He's like a survival.
And so, feeling frustrated, Hayes turned off his camera and paddled downriver, where he set up his camp until the next day.
Hayes has set sail, and I think he may have run away. I'll certainly be thinking about him. I know it's supposed to be cold at night. He's not back in a couple days, so I'm gonna have to go
Hayes is
looking
a
for
little
him.
crybaby,
Let's do
right?
something to cheer him up. So we got a huge board over here that was left by Jimmy at the last beast drop, and I'm gonna repurpose it into a table with some of our cases.
No way.
I've built over 20 websites in the past 6 years, so it's safe to say I know.
This is, it's actually pretty sturdy.
And when Hayes returned home, he was not empty-handed.
Sounds like Hayes has returned from his great adventure. Nice.
Oh, cool.
Oh, those are sea trout.
I'm pretty wiped out. Mind if I take a minute?
No, man, do your thing.
You know, as much as we don't like Hayes, I think that was definitely a smart move just to take a day off, go do your own thing, be apart from each other. That's not a bad idea.
Chris!
Reset.
Yeah, buddy.
What's this?
It's our table.
We have a table?
Yeah.
Oh, man!
I figured that perked him up a little bit.
This is a
The fact that he said, I lost track of the days, and they have the tally on the door.
$100,000 table, Grizz!
Welcome back, buddy.
It's good to be home.
Come on.
He likes the
With their
table.
survival needs met and their friendship restored, one question still remained.
They're doing
How
pretty
long
good.
will they stay?
We gotta have a serious conversation.
Yeah.
the end. Honestly, I'd have been done 5 days ago.
Maybe push like an extra week. I mean, hell, that's a $35,000 each.
If I pulled that flare on day 70, how would you feel?
I would feel really let down and lied to. I propose at day 70, we have a conversation, decide if we're gonna push further.
That's fair.
No one's right here. No one's right. He's not right for leaving because this is the once in a lifetime opportunity, pretty much. And he's also not right because he has a fucking child, but he's not right for wanting to stay because this guy has a child. Like, you know?
I promised Grizz that I would stay longer.
For him, but I'm not happy about it.
Morning, guys. So, Hayes has been a little upset. I'm seeing it. He's keeping to himself, you know, so I'm a little worried about him.
Spoken to Grizz about it. He wants me to stay longer. He's kind of pushing me to stay longer and stay longer. At some point, I gotta stop being wilderness guy and go be dad.
Another day.
Yeah, you were supposed to do that in the first place.
Yeah.
Spud.
No. I knew that was gonna happen. I saw it. Oh, no. Hayes going to check out to the case that is dropped from the sky.
Day 70.
I'm gonna see if Grizz is good being done today. See what he says.
Grizz is not good.
What are we gonna do with all this money?
Kind of want to talk to you about that.
Kind of ready to hit the flare. What do you think about that?
I want to stay longer. I know that you've got to pull away from this thing with.
It's missing 10k from the pot. Well, no, they spent the money. And if you're talking about the 10k, like if you're talking about the including the money they spent, that's because they don't get the money on the day.
Family.
I know. We've talked about it 1,000 times. I just want to know how you feel about it today. Yes or no?
Can you go one more day? Give yourself 24 hours just to kind of feel it out.
I thought a lot about it, but...
Okay, real quick, I just want to say, that's a pretty stupid, like, thought process. Like, oh, just give it another 24 hours. Dude, he's been here for 70 days. What do you think he's been thinking about? What do you mean give it another 24 hours? He has not been thinking about anything else. It's been 70 days. He's had more than 24 hours to think about missing his family. That's not the problem here. The problem is he wants to see his family.
You want to go another day?
is very pushy.
Yeah, let's go another day.
Okay.
How's it going, boys?
All right, buddy.
Good. Let's go on a little walkie walk. We can go over here. Let's say Hayes isn't a part of the equation.
Yeah.
How many more days do you think you could survive out here?
Let's call it
good segment.
45 days would probably be as far as I'd go.
How many do you think he has left in the tank?
He talks about it every day.
How often do you think?
Bro, I went 630k because I can get Robux. You're not getting 630k with Robux, bro. And donate him. Aw, you donate to me? I mean, also that question, like, how long do you think he can last? Like, not long at all. He doesn't want to be here. And also, I'd go for at least $1 million.
About shooting the flare.
Every day.
What stops you?
At this stage, Grizz, you know, he wants to make $1 million, and it's hard to say no to that.
I have an obligation to him too, but it's starting to go towards family. Yeah.
When you do shoot that flare, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
What a weird comment. No.
Spoke it last night.
You could be.
I don't want to disappoint Grizz, but hold on. I think I'm done. Thought it would be cool to come back here.
To our first camp, where I was shoulder to shoulder with Grizz every single night.
And after that, it was like, all right, dude, we're brothers now. I expected to walk away with a lot of money, but I didn't expect to walk away with, like,
a friend for life. And that's so meaningful
Wasn't he already your best friend?
to me. I kind of got to think about what's right for me
Yeah, one more day.
and my family.
Hayes got so desperate that he literally went into Grizz's bag and stole the flare gun, even though it was his idea to separate it into 2 parts.
At this point, all I have to do...
I can last for 2 years if I get 100k Robux per day and I stay with my iPad and Mac and can watch Strodes. Bro, why would you take Robux? Why would you not just take whatever 100k worth of Robux is in money? No, they didn't know each other at first. Oh, okay.
is shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again, you know?
Poor Chris. He's like, wait, how'd you get that? Hold on a second.
I know this thing is very challenging. What we're doing out here is not easy. I really, truly do believe that you're doing what's right for your family.
I disagree.
You're providing for them in a way that's going to change their lives.
Now,
Let's go do it, man. It's not worth it. You know, I'm gonna do it.
On the other...
I'm feeling intense.
Now it's... I think I need to be there.
I think that you've been really upset and you've been missing your family really bad. I feel like
I think the money doesn't matter.
spiraled through
The money
this
doesn't.
thing.
The money doesn't matter to me anymore. And really, the only thing that's keeping me here is you. And I'm sick of it.
Oh damn, they're both right. I mean, he needs to go to his family and he needs to make more dough. Like, no wrong answers here.
Yeah. My family needs me too, you know.
and you're very good at, you know, manipulating me.
He's not manipulating. Oh, he's limited. This guy's literally going like psychosis.
It was clear that in
Swear,
this
man,
moment,
you're in my
Grizz
head.
was going to
You're
have
gonna
to make
shoot
a
it.
decision. Convince Hayes to continue surviving in these woods for more and more money, or be there for his friend when he needed him the most.
I thought they just met. Oh, I'm so confused on how.
I can't imagine having gone through this experience with anyone else. I mean, I really do, like, I genuinely think of you like a brother.
Fucking punch Hayes in the face and steal the player who shoot it at Hayes. No,
I'm sorry that I've just pushed you on and on and on.
I just don't want to let you down.
You're not letting me down.
You are letting me down.
Brothers don't let each other down.
He's letting him down.
This is the way it is. Everything, everything's got to come to an end sometime. Let me see that flare.
Let me see that flare.
I owe you this. And to be honest with you, I'm sorry that it's taken so long. I think it's time for us to do this thing, buddy.
Is that it, buddy? 670k. 345k each. That's not bad. He sounds very hollow.
You smell bad.
I think they shot the player. No, you take that one. Let's go check in on him. Rich! We're rich! Boys.
Hey, Jimmy.
Oh my God. When we dropped them off, this is what they looked like. And here's them 74 days later. Crazy.
Shit.
Yes, they look crazy.
You haven't left these woods in 74 days.
Dude, I'm so ready.
One final surprise. Oh my God! Oh my gosh!
I don't
I
wait
After 74 days, they've won $670,000. And in case you forgot, we're giving away 1,000 Samsung phones to random people that subscribe in the next week. So don't forget, press that subscribe button right now.
Dude. Okay, they did better than I expected on one hand. But on the other hand, that was shit. Wait, pause the vid when they show Grizz face. I don't know.
These woods in 74 days.
Dude, I'm so ready.
One final surprise. Rich! Boys.
Hey, Jimmy.
Oh my God. When we dropped them off, this is what they looked like. And here's them 74 days.
He kind of looks like Dwight Schrute a little bit, like, no, what's his name? The actor, not Dwight himself, the actor. Rainn Wilson. He looks kind of like Rainn Wilson. He looks like Jack Black. Yeah, also. That was, Look, they did okay. I would have done better. Had I not had a girlfriend. Or, because if I had her, I'd want to see her. I'd miss her a lot, so, but I do. That's cooked, bro. They're getting washed. They're getting rinsed. Well, you know, I appreciate the video opportunity there, Rick. So I'm going to make that into a YouTube, I reckon. Just for fun. I've always wanted to do that because I remember one day at work, my friend and I, we literally just watched, like, it was quiet day and we just watched fucking, we watched Mr. Beast videos and just sat there talking about how we'd smash them. I'll do another one of those. You have that wallpaper too, Sam? How good is it? But yeah, I'm going to do another one of those things. I love reacting to Mr. Beast videos and just telling them how much better I am. And honestly, I would. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to call it there. I'll go to the toilet and hop off and do some editing and shit. But yeah, I appreciate the idea, Ritz. Yeah, come react with... We'll do it again next time. It crashed my computer. Yeah, it's a hefty background. But anyway, yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Even though it was a kind of somewhat boring one tonight. But yeah, I might be on tomorrow night. I'm going to be on Sunday because I'm going to stream. I'm going to a convention, cosplayed, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to be dressed up and you guys get to come watch me. The NBA draft out here. Big jerky. 1 ton. You going to end stream? I am going to end stream, yes. No. Sorry, Sand. Tonight. We'll be back on... Not tomorrow. I'm so busy tomorrow. So much shit to do. But Sunday we'll be on. I'll probably just be on Roblox or something. So, back to norm. Thank you, Sand, though. It's nice to see how into it you are. I appreciate that. But yeah, either way. I'll chat to everyone soon. See ya. See you later. Have a good night.